Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Barbie and I'm the designer behind Pedal Pusher, and I'm really excited today because I'm going to be showing you my new releases for Fall 2021 Needlework Expo. If you're not familiar with what Needlework Expo is, it is an online wholesale only trade show, which means the average person doesn't get to attend, but if you see something today that you like, or if you're following the Needlework Expo Instagram account and you see something you like from any of the other fabulous designers that are going to be there, contact your favorite needlework shop, whether it's a brick and mortar store or an online store, and you can place your order with them and then they will get the charts from us. So it's happening this weekend. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. I wanted to pop on here really fast and show you my 3 new releases that I have for the show. Are you ready? Let's go. So my first one is a nice little quick stitch fall design. It's called Aster Abode. There you go. It's small. This is stitched on 32 count raw muslin linen from Color and Cotton. And if you've been following along with me, I've been doing a lot of these small little houses with flowers or different plants. And this one is no exception. They're all stitched on the same fabric, so if you buy one piece of that 32 count raw muslin linen, you can stitch all 4 that I've had so far. Is it 4? I think it's 4. And there's still, I just have one chunk that I've been stitching on, and I've done all of them, and I still have room for a couple more, so don't be surprised if there's more in this little series coming out soon. Anyway, this is using a mixture of Color and Cotton flosses, a gentle art, and a couple weeks dye works along with some DMC. It does come with a DMC conversion, and I used for finishing, this is a little charcuterie board from Scarlet Sky Designs TX on Etsy, and the trim is Ogden Green, I believe is what it's called, Ogden Green or Ogden Grass by Lady Dot Creates, also on Etsy. This was really fun. It's a good chance to play around with some variegated flosses or hand-dyed flosses like the Color and Cotton or the Gentle Arts or Weeks, because it gives you those fun little effects like these kind of stripes in the trees here. I love asters in the fall. My husband is not a big fan of mums, so we have a lot of asters. I just think they're such a nice, bright, vibrant, purpley blue color there in the fall when you have a lot of those more reds and oranges and yellows, which I love too, but I like to throw in that little dash of purple. So this is Aster Abode. The next one is actually a quote from a poem by Emily Dickinson, and when I saw this line, I thought I have to chart this. It's kind of a companion piece to another design that I released at the Spring Needlework Expo that was called While Away the Hours. This is kind of like the fall answer to that. So this is called Bliss to Me, and the line says, "Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree." And I adore this piece. So let's go over some of the details real fast. The fabric is 32 count linen in the color Vellum by Picture This Plus. I like that it's a real pretty nice soft neutral. It's got that hand-dyed modeling, but it's not overpowering to the design ever. And then the flosses are DMC and Gentle Arts. Once again, a DMC conversion is available for all the colors here, but as I'm going to talk about this guy right here soon, sometimes you just got to use those hand-dyed flosses. Let me show you a little bit better one more time. I'll get out of the picture here. Isn't that pretty? It just screams fall to me. So a little story about this. I was designing this and I had a totally different color palette and it just wasn't working. Like I kept trying to get this color just right and this color, and I had all these threads all over my table trying to figure out the right color combination. And I was like, okay, this is the colors that I think people want for fall. That's kind of what I was trying to design, and I thought, just for fun, I'm going to pick out fall colors that I love. Just the things, the kind of lighter palette sometimes, these kind of lighter greeny tones. And so I sat there, and within 5 minutes, I had pulled a bunch of colors, and they were perfect. It just kind of goes to show, I think, you need to trust your gut and go with what you love, not what you think people are going to love. I hope you love this too, but these are totally my kind of fall colors. So like I said, DMC conversion is there. Let's talk about this pumpkin. I think that pumpkin deserves a little extra attention. So as I said, sometimes you need to use the hand-dyed variegated floss, and this pumpkin is a perfect example why. If you use a DMC, it will look nice, but it's not going to have this same effect, of course. This is something that I like to call contour stitching. If you don't know what contour stitching is, here's my definition of it. It's stitching with floss, a variegated or a hand-dyed floss, in a way that follows the shape of the object you're stitching. So instead of just doing perfectly straight vertical lines or perfectly horizontal lines side to side, sometimes those give really good effects for what you're doing. Maybe if you're doing a house or a roof or something like that, where those vertical and horizontal lines make sense. But when you have an organic object like this pumpkin, it works best if your stitching follows the curves and the shapes of whatever it is you are filling in. So my model stitcher, Rebecca, she did a beautiful job on this. I kind of sent her a diagram and said, does this make sense what I'm talking about? And she nailed it. She did wonderful. So you can see she curved around the edges this way and then curved around the edges this way. It's not going round and around in a circle because that will produce a different effect as well. But she really thought about like what shape is the pumpkin taking as you're stitching. And you can really tell. It really, I think, enhances the design and really gives that pumpkin some great character and great life. So contour stitching, now you know. Use it, love it. I use it in all kinds of pieces when I stitch them. Flowers, I'll follow the curves of the petals, things like that. Really, really great for organic shapes. So this is Bliss to me. Let your favorite shop know if you would like a copy. All right, my final release is something a little different. So I hope you'll follow along with me on this, and I hope it makes sense. I'm going to do my best to explain it. So it's something I'm calling Choose Your Own Stitch Venture. I loved those Choose Your Own Adventure books when I was a kid, and you'd flip through, and then I'd go back and like change my idea, like because you'd always die or something, or get, I don't know, something horrible would happen. I'm like, never mind, I didn't want to do that adventure. But I love the idea of giving you guys a design and letting you customize it to how you want it, and giving you a bunch of different options and choices, and then just kind of letting you be creative and figure out, how do you want this in your house, or do you want to give it as a gift, and getting to play with all your different flosses and fabrics and just having fun with it. So here's the idea. I'm going to give you these monograms. I call this pattern fall monograms. Pretty easy, okay? So you will get 3 different alphabets that are all different styles. So we've got a style that's this one that's a little bit more of a handwriting calligraphy type of style. I've got one that is more of a kind of typeface, typewriter kind of style. And then another alphabet that's kind of a little bit more of a Gothic alphabet. And you'll notice also as I held up these pumpkins that there are also 3 different borders. So you've got the baddie border, kind of self-explanatory. Classic circles. And a laurel leaf border. Now here's where the fun comes in. Yes, you see how I did mine. You don't have to do yours like that. If you want this alphabet but with the circle border, go for it. If you would like to take maybe the baddie border but only stitch a little row of bats and put some letters together to spell like the word boo underneath it, you could. You can mix and match pretty much anything in here. You'll notice I did 2 different colors on this one. I did the border all in one color and my letter in a different color, but then sometimes I would just use one color. Do what you want. Get creative. I can already picture some of you out there with those creative juices flowing about different colors that you're going to use here in this border. using maybe the letters to spell out words. Let me show you what my friend Helen did. I was talking this idea over with her, and she's like, oh, I've got a great idea. Do you mind if I stitch it up? You can use it as a model. I said, that would be awesome, because her idea was great. She created ornaments out of these. Let me get them the right direction for you. So she did E, E, and K. I'll see if I can hold them. I hope I'm not doing it backwards, but she wrote Eek. And I love the colors she used. So she's got this, I think she said she dyed this Ada, which looks wonderful. Great job, Helen. And then this beautiful purple floss that she had, and made them on these cute little ornaments. I mean, how adorable would this be if you had like a witch's broomstick or something, or if you have a Halloween tree to hang these from? I think they just turned out great. You could spell all kinds of words. Like I said, you can just have fun. These would be great for gifts. You can see them finished as an ornament. I chose to finish them up on these little pumpkins that I got at Dollar Tree. It's nothing fancy. I'll even show you the back. It was a jack-o'-lantern from Dollar Tree, and I painted the stem and the base, and I used some sticky board and stuck it on there. But it turned out great, and it's a cute little decoration that you could use for the fall, or if you want to do more of a Halloween themed one, that'd be great. I would love to see some bigger words even written all in one instead of using ornaments. You could spell out fall or autumn. You could use some of the leaves. Again, you could do boo and do bats or skulls, or there's just so many possibilities. I hope your wheels are spinning, because every time I stop, I'm like, ooh, I could do that, or ooh, I could do that. It was great fun to be able to say, what fabric do I have that I just want to try? You know, this darker orange color. I'd had it in my stash for a while, and I was like, that is perfect for a pumpkin. So I finally got to use up some of those things that I love the colors of, or I love the texture of, but I just wasn't quite sure what to use it for. This is perfect. So fall monograms, get those creative juices flowing. I can't wait to see what you guys do with these. Finish them as a pumpkin, ornament, little pillow, you name it. You can probably finish it that way. So I hope you like these as much as I do. I hope you have as much fun with them as I have had. And I hope that you have been following Needlework Expo on Instagram. There are so many wonderful new designs coming out. So I hope you're making your lists, contacting your needlework shops, and letting them do some shopping for you, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.